So this is the 3D version. We will have 8 layers of what you saw at our prototype. What you saw in the prototype farm is 4 levels, so it's 8 levels.
So how about, see these like that? So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, we got things going, 4, 5, and then 6. How about these, you got 8?
You've got tall ladders,
okay.
tall ladders which are sitting here already, and we actually go up, and
so you can use all 8?
All 8 will be grown. So this is all 8 level units right here. So that's how it's laid out. Seats on it.
How many people can be employed?
This is roughly 20. This side will occupy, depending on what we grow, and that's an important thing. Lettuce is much easier to grow, so we need less people. It's also less profitable. Basil is much more profitable, but takes more people. So depending on the mix, between 20 and 30 people. That is returning citizens. That's not counting the rest of our team. And so that's just on this side. We want to have 10 farms that in opportunity zones in the next 2 to 3 years, because in the state of Delaware, because we want to have we really want to have critical mass, because if you're really Wawa or anybody else wants to buy lettuce or anything else at scale, we're going to need to meet that demand. We also think there's a lot of returning citizens that we can help, and so it's a combination of the two stuff. The other thing is at age 65, I applied and got a license to grow hemp, which is a whole new interesting world for me. So we are looking at another building 3 blocks from here.
You said you're an entrepreneur.
Thank you very much. As you know, we're in an opportunity zone. And so as soon as we get the building, we formally kick off an opportunity fund to raise capital, because each of these farms is roughly $3 million, so it's a lot of capital. One of the places that I'd like to tap capital is from the CRAs that banks are allowed to invest in. The reason I'm mentioning it, I had a meeting with some folks from the Federal Reserve who told me that the Federal Reserve has now sent a notice out to all the banks that workforce development is equally as important as housing, as a CRA thing. Not a single bank in Delaware has taken advantage of it. I would love for your office to work with the Federal Reserve to hold a conference on opportunity zones and why people should invest and because those folks that would be the best way to create jobs, is to invest in opportunity zone projects. This is really changing the community. And then the second part is really thinking about workforce development and who might be in. And then the U.S. Department of Agriculture has a ton of programs, and with the new farm bill, there is incentives to help hydroponically. I frankly, really, to navigate that maze, would love your help with the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
That's a lot of asks,
I know.
And I'm interested in, frankly, responding to each of them.